better know the story. Eagles wear boxing. That's right. We up in here again. Let's see it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, yeah. Whatever. Is it let it snow? I don't even know. Man, what is it? Jingle. Okay, jingle bells. I don't know. I don't really don't know. I don't even know that song. Anyway, jingle bells, jingle. Because they changed it too much. I don't know. So jingle bells. I don't really know that one. Silent night, holy, silent night, holy night. That's all I know. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Um, Man, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know the pears, partridge, pear tree shit. I don't know none of these old songs. None of these songs, man. Damn, did I grow up with that shit? Oh, I don't know nothing, man. Oh, sorry. I don't know none of it, man. I'm not a good holiday person, man. So, if you want a good holiday person, don't. Now, for dessert, and I can cook though. I mean, I probably won't cook you no meat or nothing like that. But far as like the potatoes and stuff like that, the sweet potato, the pies and all that, the pies, the bread, the anything. I mean, I will still make, like, I can make you some good ass cornbread. I can make some good cornbread, good cakes, cookies, pies. I can make all that good. I just don't use for my stuff. I don't use all those same ingredients. So I probably could, I could throw down. I won't. I'm not gonna make you like turkey and stuff like turkey and gravy. I'm not gonna make all that. Now I'll help you if you already didn't sacrifice the animal. Like I'll make, like, if you give me the drippings and stuff like that. Now I'll hook up some gravy or something like that. I'll hook it up. You'll be like, oh wow, he hooked that up. So I'll hook that up. But I'm not gonna get my hands all in it. You know what I mean? I put some gloves on, chop up those livers and all that. But I'm not really. I'll probably be praying the whole time I'm chopping up everything. Before some meat or something, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do no kind of meat for you or nothing like that. Yeah, just think about holidays, man. I've been exempted from holidays for so long. I've been exempted from holidays so long that I don't know the whole holiday regiment shit no more. Salute to Derek Beatty out there. Missed you, brother. For real, for real. Um, yeah, so I just haven't, like I said, I've been out of the regiment. I tell people they can invite me. I guess they don't want to invite me. Oh, your YouTube keep crashing? Figures. YouTube, yeah, YouTube sucks sometimes. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I think because I got this premium service. I think that's the only reason I stay afloat now. Lately, if you notice, we haven't like disappeared like one time out of the last 3 months. Derek said you. He said you celebrated a colonizer day. Not in a long time. I mean, it's been like so many years, brother. I don't even. I was trying to I was just talking to myself. I was trying to think of all these songs, and I know them shits. You know what I mean? From like when I was a kid, I know the songs, but I don't. I no longer know them. I'm saying I know them, but I don't know them like that no more. All these songs, I don't know these songs no more. I probably never did know them because I probably was, even when I was a kid, I hated all this. I didn't never like the shit when I was a kid. I never liked all the Christmas shit. I never liked none of it. I didn't like the decoration. I didn't like none of it. I liked the lights. But decorations, I never liked none of the decorations. I like the lights, like lights. Because I've always been excitable about anything that's electric. I like electric stuff. I still like, it hurts me that I can't just go fool around. Like I just can't put a whole bunch of wires and tubes and all kinds of shit together outside, without getting called some kind of name or something like that, without getting in some kind of trouble. I want to. I want to be able to go out, which I plan on getting me a spot. So I can put up as many wires and I can do what I want to. I'm gonna put up some stuff, brother. Believe me. I'm gonna get some shit welded together. Yeah. What the hell is that? They're gonna be trying to, set me up for something like, dude, he's creating some kind of what? Hey, I don't know what I'm creating. I just want to create something. It's like I don't know what I'm doing, but I just feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I'm supposed to construct something. Like I'm supposed to construct something that's never been constructed before. And that's what binds my world. That's what keeps me from being free, is because I can't do what I want to. We can't do. I feel trapped, man. It don't matter how much space you give me. I just feel like I'm trapped. But if you gave me like unlimited supplies and let me just do shit, let me create a tower. Not too big, like a 300-foot tower that I just let me wire it up. Just let my mind go to work, and then I just start putting components and stuff together. Just let me do that, and I'll be happy. I mean, they might not be happy because 300 feet is kind of big for them. Oh, it's kind of big to make all this, put all this stuff together. What you making? Well, we'll see when I get done. I just want to repeat. My brain's been on fire lately. I've just been thinking a lot about. I've been even thinking about like. I'm glad somebody broke it down. That they broke down the name. They did the Latin names of DNA. And it means, in the meaning that they got was, it meant like God, and it means, when you break the word down, it means God. It means the center. Like the Lord. It means Lord. It means fire. And it means like build. Like in other words, the building blocks. And I've been thinking about this lately because I said there's really no such thing. I said what it is. I said we're put together. We can call it DNA. I mean, I'm not gonna call it DNA, but everybody is constructed. And the basic form for us, and that's what they're showing. DNA, when they show you that the DNA, that's the basic form for us. But they stack it the wrong way for all of us. All of us, the DNA, like you take these ladders, you twist them and you stack them. But everybody's not built on a stack of ladders like that. Some ladders are twisted a little bit more. Some are flipped. Some are put a different way. Some of them are put this way and this way. Don't ask me to prove it, but I know they're put different ways. And that's what builds us up. It's not just what people think is just like the melanin, you're melanated. It's not just that. It's the way that you're constructed. The whole way that you're constructed. You know what I mean? You take a person, like I probably never mentioned him in this stream, but you take a person like Mark Henry, who has like his bones are bigger than some people's flesh. You know what I mean? That's a whole different form of putting these building blocks together and stacking them up. You know what I mean? Same thing when it comes to, your mind that looks outside of what everybody else thinks. It's stacked a little bit different. You know what I mean? Old Sir Flame was in here the other day. Nobody said nothing, but I said, where the hell Derek been at? Oh, Derek said, okay. Oh, he said, I had YouTube Premium also. It just crashed again. No, not just the Premium. You know what you got to do, probably, brother? What happened is you got to clear your whole cache out, man. I know you don't like to do it, but you're going to have to clear everything. You just got to clear out your whole cache, your memory. That's what it is. Yep. And I got to do that myself because I haven't done it for a while. The only thing is you lose a lot of stuff, It's like, oh, shit. But forget it. Because if you're not using it, don't worry about it. You lose it, you'll get it back. You'll remember, oh, shit, I got to check into this site. I got to pull this up, pull that up, I got to do it myself, man. But when I was saying premium, I meant because I got the premium, Streamlabs too. They don't like for you to like contact them. If I contact them, they're like, oh shit, what is he contacting us for? And their support, and I'm gonna tell you, Streamlabs, your support sucks because you guys don't really get back to people like you need to get back. You need to holler back at me. Y'all need to holler back. Y'all not hollering back like y'all supposed to. There the brother is. Yeah, but y'all supposed to holler back. He hung in there with me, Derek, because you wasn't in here the other day. He hung in here with me like the whole time. Salute to Sir Flame up in here. Yeah, so That whole DNA thing, the way that they stack it, like they stack it like that, it's not like that. But believe me, that if you're going to use that for the word, if you're going to say DNA, and this is what I'm calling it now, and I'm calling it the human lattice form. Human lattice form. And if you know what a lattice is, you know a lattice brings all the plants together, right? When you got that trellis, you got that lattice that brings all the plants together. They can all grow up and bind like that. And so the human lattice form, because I don't know for the fact, I don't know if DNA was actually ever even called DNA. They know the real name. It was broke. It's been broken down. Everybody knows that's the essence. They know that DNA is the actual essence, and everybody has a different essence. They know that, but they want to call it, they want to use all these long Latin and Latin names and stuff like that. So, you try to trick us. So you take Latin out of circulation, but at the same time, you still use it when it comes to the most important things in people's life, and that's when it comes to nutritional things, when it comes to so-called medical things, and when it comes to things that involve the law. Now you want to use Latin again, but Latin is more or less extinct, except for if you're a professional in law, medicine, and a little bit of nutrition, not as much in nutrition, but mostly law and mostly what was the other one? What I said? Yeah, law and medicine, law and order, law and medicine. So we come to expose you people every once in a while, and ego's a thinker. So I'm not going to lead y'all one way. I'm not going to lead y'all down the wrong way. You know what I mean? I'm always going to look out for y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all like my family anyway. So it's like I'm going to look out for anybody who, people that mess with me. I'm going to look out for them. That's why I say. That's why I always say. That's why I always say shout out to y'all. To the people that mess with me, man. I mess with y'all too. So somebody get mad about it, they get mad. Oh, you don't even know them like that. Well, so what? I don't need to know them like that. Oh yeah, by the way, Derek, I know you didn't reorder that shirt, but I'm gonna go in on your shirt with you. Just send me a cat. I think I might have. I don't know if I got your size or not. It's a badass shirt, man. I just hung it up. One of them I had. I forgot if you was extra large or large. No, because I just came back. So I just got back from the city for the event that we had, and I actually got a couple of sample shirts. So hold on, let me see if I got the one. I know one of them is like extra large or something. Yeah, so I put this other one on. I put this one on, brother. I was like, shit. I was like, I'm like, I don't even know if, you know. Once I got my hands on, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to sell this. I said somebody gonna have to, they gonna have to go online and get their own. Yeah, cause this is a medium, but this shit, man, this brother, look at the back. that's that. That's the Wolfie Wolf, brother. Okay, it's right in the center too, huh? He look mean, don't he? Eagle did that one. He looked mean. Not really mean, but he got that look. He intense. He got that intense look on his face. Like, what? He like, what the F? That's a medium. I think I might have a large, but then I got this one. That's the front. That's the front of this one. Representing. Got all of our faces on there. When I say us, I mean the people. The people. That's everybody's color. More or less. Ain't no real black ass people on there, no. Because it wouldn't show up. They just, you can read the meaning, then you know what it is. So, and then that's the back. And then this is the one I'm like, you know what? I put this on, I was like, shit. Somebody might not get this one either. Because I put this one on, I'm like, damn, the back, that's the back. The back is huge, man. As far as the design, it's about 12. My big ass hand is bigger than my hand, so that's the back. And then the front is over here by where a pocket might be, right there. Got them together right there. So I was like, that one. And then the gray one is just the same. Except for it's gray. See, that's the back. That's on the gray one. So that's the back on the gray one. And then the design, it kind of blends in on the front. So the design is right here, so kind of blends in on the front. But I was like, you know what? I ain't even trying to push a lot of these things. I'm like, you know what? Eagle got some new gear. Eagle gonna wear it. I got way too much shit. Because I wear my stuff too, you know. Somebody said, where you wear your stuff? I'm like, shit, I got to represent my own brand too. People are idiots, man. Yeah, but anyway, my brother, let me get back up in here. Yeah, Sir Flame says, salute to Eagles Web, salute to the chat. He said, and as always, he said, jab that like button on your neck. He said, don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. He got the fire good with the 100. And of course, he got the glove up good with them things. But just in case you don't know, now you know, partner. Yeah, Sir Flame, salute at Derek Bay. Derek Bay right back, salute at Sir Flame. Derek Bay said, yeah, I will reorder another one. I don't know what DHL did with it. Yeah, get your money off of them, man. But if I got one of your sizes, just email me, man. I'll see. If I got one of your sizes, I'll go half with you, brother. Yeah, I'll pay half of it. I feel kind of half-assed. I feel bad about that shit when anybody don't get shit. Because I sent thousands of dollars worth of shit overseas one time. And the person didn't get it. Man, I was like, I said, people steal anything, man. I left a broom in the garage, man. Somebody stole the broom. I said, what the hell you stealing brooms? So I'm not even in that type of neighborhood where you steal brooms. So I bought another broom and I put a sign out on it. I put tape on it. I put do not steal. Like, don't steal the broom. Why are you stealing brooms? Ain't nobody stealing brooms because they need to clean up like that. Damn. Derek said, Surfing said, I like that one. Yeah, I was in the bathroom. What was the first one? Oh, the first one was the one that you had ordered. The very first one. Let me show you again. The first one was the wolf, brother. That shit is sick. This one Derek ordered right here. This one's sick, Derek. Look at that. Yeah, he got that look. That wolf got that look on him. Like what? That shit intense, man. He like what? What y'all need? I like the way I like the way he kind of fades into the into the. It's almost like he fades into a forest, man. It's really sick. As you look at him different ways, man, he looks, you know, because it looks like he fades into the forest, and then at the same time, he looks like he's like right there in your face. So he got two different looks. You know what I mean? He got that I'm in the cut look, but at the same time I'm about to get in your ass look. You feel me? Like I'm about to get in your ass, but I'm in the cuts too though. Just in case just in case you didn't know, I'm all over the place with it. Yeah, I just made some. I gotta check out this manufacturer, so I'm gonna have to order me some sneakers. I can't even get my size, man, because the manufacturer doesn't make my size, but my design on them. I promise you, man. Just look at my new sneakers, man. Them motherfuckers, they sick, man. The black ones with they got the native logo on the toe. I put the logo on the toe because I've never seen nobody put the logo on the toe. So I got the two native heads facing each other like that, and one has my name on one side, not my name, but the name of my company on one side, and the one doesn't. Them shits is fire. I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh, the one I got on, I can't. Yeah, I have to go to. Yeah, this one is fire too, brother. Yeah, I gotta go to. You guys never. I wear this sometimes. You guys just don't see it because I purposely did not put my chains on today so y'all could see it. Yeah, he got the. What do you call it? He got the choker on and stuff. Yeah, but I have to go to the powwow to get this one. It's kind of expensive, man, for this. Yeah. Shit, I was thinking about shit. I might make my own like this. I might recreate one like this myself. Yeah, I can. I just get me a nice little. I just get me a model, whatever. A guy, not a girl. I ain't doing no girls like this. I ain't putting no girls. I will put girls on shirts, but I ain't not this one. They want to take over everything. Yeah, Derek said, yeah, that's the one I ordered, yeah. Derek said, they damn sure will. Yeah, but I love that one, brother, because he looked like, and one way you look at him, he looked like he in the cut, and the other one, he looked like he just in your face. Like what? At the same time, he looked like, just watch out. Don't let this wolf get on, let this wolf get in your ass. mm. Getting my iron right now. Still making some more. I got doing my elderberry. I've been going through it too. I need it. I'm probably so depleted. I probably need if I can get them fresh, I probably need to eat like 4 or 5 bags to get my system up. If you can find them fresh somewhere, or you find a tree, man, y'all pick those. Y'all pick them and eat them, man. Don't care what nobody say. Get your bag, get out the car, get your ass out there and pick them. Pick as many as you can. Pick them shits. They're high in iron. Iron? What is it, iron? Is it I or R? I'm sorry, brother. I'm all jacked up, man. Family grew up with different, more or less I grew up with different nationalities, if you think about it. United States, you grow up and your parents, you grew up with your parents, and then you got parents that's like 2 different places. You got, you got Jersey and you got Missouri and Jersey and and all that, New York and all that, and then Southern at the same time. So you more or less got Midwest, South, North, Northeast like that. And your language be all jacked up. Yeah. Yeah. Derek, you said find what? I don't know. I don't even know what I was talking about finding something, brother. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was talking about the elderberries. Yeah. I said if y'all find them, yeah, yeah. So the elderberries, yeah, yeah. So it looks like um probably like half the size or a quarter of the size of like blueberries. Uh, Probably dark, rich purple, darker than the eggplant, like, but kind of more reddish, like purple, like I don't know. And they grow on trees, just like cherries. They grow on trees, but like a cluster of them. And see, this is because they got two different. They got different plants. They got one. It's not an elderberry, and I thought it was, but I ate like a little bit because I didn't know. But I know it's edible. So, but it's a different berry, and I think the difference is one. The shape is more like a bunch of grapes, and the other one is more of a cluster. Like it's like a hand opening. They got like if I open my hand like this, and I got berries hanging off all my hands. So that's what the elderberry looks like. So just like little like berries would be hanging off my fingers. Whereas the other plant, which is good for another part of your body, I just haven't studied it. It's going to be shaped like this. It's going to drop down like grapes would. Man, I found some cherries the other night, man. Damn, sir. How come y'all didn't tell me cherries was so expensive, man? At least here. Don't you know them cherries was like $7, man. I don't even know if it was a pound. It's just like they already did because they already have them strapped up. And then I've been noticing, see, white tea. I've been noticing some of you folks, man. I've noticed y'all. So what y'all do is y'all go to the store. This is what they do. This is what they do there. They go to the store and they just open up the bags that are already like sealed, Ziploc, and you're gonna pay for that bag no matter what the weight is. You ain't no need of you weighing it because whatever it is, that's what you're gonna pay. And so what YT does is they go in there and they open them up and they pull some of the fruit out of them. Like, what the hell y'all doing? Pulling the fruit out like nothing. Lala D's up in here. She said a son there. She started to shit with me already. She said, "You think you're all that?" Oh yeah. By the way, we do got a new sub. I don't know if she's in here. I don't know if she'll probably be in though. Eventually. And don't y'all harass her when she get in here. Don't y'all pick on her. Nothing like that. She probably don't. I don't know. Maybe she knows something about boxing. Maybe she'll bring something to the boxing table. She's a real cutie. All the girls, I look at all girls as being cute. All girls are really cute. I don't care how ugly you think a girl is. All girls are cute. But whether they are 10 or not, that's just, I mean, that's just up for discussion. You ain't always a 10. Just because you think you're a 10, you ain't always a 10. But that's another subject, But it is what it is, brother. Yeah, but I'm gonna show you, Derek. My favorite out of all these, to be honest, even though I like that pullover. You know why I like this one the most? The reason I like this one the most because for me that's my artwork. That's why I like this one the most because that's like my artwork. And just you seeing it on the screen is not gonna give it no justice. But that's why I like that one the most. And then we got the 4 directions of protection in the back. That, instead of, see, people always talk about having somebody six in somebody's back. But that's why you need more than one person because there's other sides that you gotta look out for. Okay. I hope you understood that. I don't know, sometimes I talk and it goes over your head a little bit. But I expect, that Eagle he got a couple of slow people around sometimes. Not the slowness. Oh, Lala D, where you been? Oh, Lala D, you think you all that too? Doing all this different subjects and stuff. Now she all into soccer and everything else. She in the track and field, basketball, baseball. She just do it all. Lala D, she's the Jackie of all trades. Lala D is, y'all. But anyway, salute to Lala D. Finally bring her little butt in here. I know she always gonna give Ego a hard time. That's what she do. Uh, oh wow, Lala D said, "Did y'all hear about Regis Prograde check not clearing from the fight?" She said, "Laughing my ass off." Nope. Oh, he posted about it. Oh, Derek seen it. Derek said, "Yep." But Eagle didn't see it because I don't keep up with nothing. I just keep up with right before I come on. Like I was gonna do something else for y'all, but I decided I was gonna wait. So I was gonna cover. We was gonna cover like some boxing stuff, but we'll still do it because I'm trying to get the right clips and stuff together so we can cover the boxing stuff. I wanted to just cover because like I said, told you guys last time, we're gonna always bring up the fact. Like we're gonna always bring up this whole fact when it comes to these fighters. I said we're always going to bring it up, about these fighters not being able to fill the shoes. You know what I mean? And it's actually sadder than what you guys think because it's not just boxing. It's everything. Everything. Nobody is filling the shoes of the past, man. Nobody. They just not. And I'm starting to find out that we are in deep trouble, and a lot of the hate, believe me, a lot of the hate is coming because the newer generation has made themselves overwhelmed with so much technology that they really don't have anything else. They have absolutely zero to add to the table. Their whole legacy when they had like their family, their great great grandfather was such a warrior or whatever, or even people that fought in wars and all that, it's not there no more. There's nobody there. They don't have it. They just don't have it no more. There's nothing there. I mean, you seen it coming, brother. I'm telling you how you saw it coming. Television told you that if you was a champion at something like a Rubik's Cube, then you was a champion. If you was a champion as a gamer, then you're a champion. It still goes on that way now. But we got so many minds that are wasted, man. And why these other people are creating this, the AI and these robots and all that. Now they think it's AI. It's just numbers. That's all it is. It's just numbers. And I don't trust half of the stuff that they call AI, um, because you just don't, for robots and all that, you don't have the brain, even with the chips, even if you make them smaller, they just don't have the brains to absorb all the variables of a task. They just don't have it. So I don't really trust that. When you program it. And yes, it has to be something that you're doing from the out. There has to be some kind of intelligence that you got outside of, outside of regular intelligence. Something must have happened. That's the only thing I can think about. That is just something else happened. I'm not talking about any kind of whatever, but I'm just saying that you have gotten into knowledge that you wasn't supposed to get into, because all knowledge wasn't for you. Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, it's funny that it's funny how my neighbors there. This is a young couple over here. I'll call them young. I don't really know how old they are, but they're young because their kids is like young, like probably like the oldest one is like maybe 4. The youngest is I doubt if he's not even 2 years old, man. But the youngest the youngest is like a little destroyer, man. He's a little destroyer. He's a destroyer. He threw something at their television. He broke like a 70-inch television. He just broke it like a little guy. You know, I don't think they just talk. They don't discipline. There's no rod. They just talk to him. And now I saw them. They had their couches and stuff outside, and they had the carpet cleaning people over there. He did something to the carpet. He messed the carpet up real bad, and the furniture. He's just little, man. If you've seen him, he's like 2 feet tall, man. He's 2 feet tall, but he's a little terror, and he's brave as I don't know what. He knows how to ride a scooter already. He used to try to run me over with the scooter before he learned how to steer. He's like, I'm just gonna run right into Eagle. He just ran right into me, but he's little, so I'm just like, damn, this little dude, man. Y'all gonna have to get him. Y'all gonna have to check him, man, because he might not be that big. He gonna be a little terror. Somebody gonna hand him up. Yeah. A lot of D says her blaming that's crazy. Yep. But your check not clearing? Hey, what do you think, Lala? Do you think that Bud's check is gonna clear? I got at least one person in here, or maybe a couple people in here that think that that Bud is gonna be in the same predicament when it goes to clearing his check, because he all bragging about this company. All right, but Lala's talking to Sir Flame. Yeah. Wow. Lala said Sir Flame. She said, I'm sure that Rougarou isn't breaking the bank. She said, do you think they did it on purpose? Lala, do you know good damn well that these people know how much funds they got? Come on. You writing a check, Lala. Do you know how much money you got if you write a check? Come on. They how long they been in the business? Stop it. Don't stop playing with Sir Flame. I never heard anything like that happening before. They always got paid. Yeah, nah, sometimes people don't get paid. I worked at one of the amusement parks, and it wasn't even that long ago. I worked at an amusement park for just to do something. So I was working at this amusement park, man, a well-known amusement park. I'm not even gonna put their name out there, but they're known. I'll just put it this way: they're known for movies and all that. They got their label on there, so I don't want no trouble. And I'm working, and to be honest, there was a way for us to actually bank extra money, because they set up a program where we can bank extra money if we wanted to for ourselves. Like, I worked in a place where we could set up tips without people even knowing that we setting up tips for ourselves. You feel me? So some people used to do it. Like, they didn't do it a lot, but some people used to do it. But I'm sitting there I'm just working myself off. And I knew, everybody in the park knew me. And it's a big ass park. They knew me because I used to go shoot the basketballs and win all the big stuffed animals, the huge ones, I used to win the big ones, go over there, and then I used to flip them right there on the park. I used to flip them and then go back to work. And then that's my break time. My break time was going down and flipping the big stuffed animals. That's part of my break time. Or when I was off, I go back and do the same thing. But yeah, we was sitting up there and it was they said all of a sudden that they was gonna close our booth or whatever. That there was gonna be another company taking over our booth. And then no red flags really hit. Until we got checks one time and checks didn't clear. I was like, wait, hold on now. I need to get paid. So got paid, and finally the checks cleared. But then all of a sudden we didn't see no boss or nothing like that, and we had to turn in the bags, If you work late, you had to turn in the bags, the money bags, right? All of a sudden, money bags end up missing because checks wasn't cleared. So one little dude, he was like, "No, well, the checks ain't cleared. Well, the money bag ain't cleared." So he didn't take the money bag back down. I'm like, "Wow." So no money, and needless to say, on my last check, that it hit outer space somewhere. That shit bounced. Yeah. Surf Flame said, "I hope they did it on purpose." Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of these Surf Flame don't care nothing about no Rougarou. I mean, we don't really care about Swamp Monster. You know why we don't care about Swamp Monster that much? At least I'm talking about me and Sir. It's because we don't like nobody running their mouth like that. And remember, he's running his mouth too much. Yes, you don't remember. You like it. Like, oh, I like when he run his mouth. Nah, we don't like that shit. He just running his mouth, and he got beat up. The time where he was running his mouth and got beat up, and then he lost his respect. We don't respect him like that no more. So you was running your mouth and got beat up, huh? We ain't trying to play with you like that. So you got your ass whooped for running your mouth. You should have just shut it up. And this fight, can't nobody mess with you at 140. Why do these fighters keep acting like they undefeated? And I'm gonna get on your boy Keith too, cause your Keith is begging like a little you know what to fight Errol Spence. Nobody begged to fight you. Everybody asked to fight you. Now you in a position where you got to beg. Who would ever imagine that Keith Thurman would get into a position in his boxing career where he has to beg? And I can hit you with a few things. Now, Swamp Monster, you pretend like ain't nobody never whooped you. And why you fighters do that? First it was Loma. Loma pretending like nobody whooped him. Rougarou pretending like nobody whooped him. Now you got Keith. Keith acting like ain't nobody whooped him. Don't y'all know that you can go anywhere and see y'all's record and to show that y'all got losses or a loss? Y'all need to please stop playing with us like we don't know. Oh yeah, you are undefeated. I think you did win. Y'all got to stop this bullshit of acting like y'all's old didn't go. Your old left, just like you too. And I know you knew that your old left, Ramirez, because you got the shit beat out you. Because Bivol whooped your ass. He whooped your manufacturer out of you. You feel me? But y'all got to stop that, man. If you have lost, and I'm going to tell you the most notorious person with it, and you guys going to get mad at me, you're going to want to fight Eagle, is y'all's little brother. Y'all's little brother Broner still swearing down that he's undefeated. He act like he's still undefeated. Come on now. Stop it. Y'all stop it. If once you take that loss, then you took a loss. Stop acting like your shit wasn't a loss. Oh, it would have been a loss, but the ref, whatever. You lost. And in your case, Rugal, you ain't got nobody on your side except for your family that think it was close. You got your ass whooped. Yep. Yeah, but somebody said he signed with Dozen, right? Yeah, that's the Derek said if that wasn't on purpose, it's some questions that need to be asked. Hell yeah, some questions that need to be asked. But you know how much money's in your account. Yeah, that's how a lot of parents are now. They use the words, yeah. Yeah, but Derek, this look, I'm telling you, man, I'm scared of him, man. He's 2 years old and I'm scared of him, man. He got me shook. He got me shook, man, because I don't be knowing when a baseball bat or something come flying at me for no reason. Because he just like, they're not really, I'm just like, I just look at him like, I said, y'all good. Like they had to turn the heat on. It's cold last night. They had to turn the heat on in their house, right? And drive around. They had to take the kids somewhere until the carpet dried up. I'm like, if that had happened, brother, I'm telling you, had that had happened and I was the one who did that shit when I was little, my ass would have got towed up, brother. I would have got my ass towed up. They put the whole family out in the cold and got to turn some heat on and because of me. It wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been because of me no more. After that shit. Look at Lala said that. She said Ruku ain't never got beat up. You need to stop it. Yeah, he got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped. Okay, you give me the rounds when he lost. Huh? Give me the rounds. It was so close. Give me what was the score? What was the score? Now I'm not saying he didn't get destroyed. Now getting your ass whooped in boxing is different than getting destroyed in boxing. You know what I mean? Getting your ass whooped in boxing means you just got like a lesson. You feel me? Chavez got his ass whooped, and they still stole the fight from Taylor. Remember? That's kind of ironic, right? But now Taylor came back and whooped Rougarou's ass. But in boxing, you can take an ass whooping without taking a destroying. Now, destroying is different. If you get destroyed in boxing, it's a lot different than getting your ass whooped. That's a lot different. Because people got to come check on you. Like, you all right? You good? But then you come back and tell Eagle facts. Lala D did. Bud said he want AB now. Bud want. I'm not listening to Bud no more. AB trying to get back into, but he doesn't have that hunger anymore, which is sad because he's talented. Y'all still think AB's talented. AB lost his talent once he moved up to 147 and lost. Sir Flame said that Derek Bailey said we on the same page, laughing out. Yep. Okay. Laura D said, "Oh my gosh," she said, "Christine McVie is dead at 79." I love Fleetwood Mac. Said my grandmother played them sometime. Yep. Yeah, I read that earlier. Laura D. Derek said, "Yeah, we lose all the, and see what we're talking about right now, which is making a lot of sense to me. It might not be making sense to y'all, but it's making sense to me. Is that what we're talking about is generational change, more or less. So generational change is what we're talking about. So if you look at it, there's a lot of generational change. And with this generational change, it's not changing for the better. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not changing. Everybody's talking about technology, but y'all got it twisted. I can't even sit here and try to explain it to you. When you can't duplicate something from the past, when you can't duplicate it and it's supposed to be old technology, then it's not old technology. What we got to realize is that the world hasn't changed that much. It doesn't change like that. And a lot of people is not going to get that. They're going to argue with ego. They're going to be arguing, no, whatever. Okay. When you're painting the picture, because that's what these people do. They paint the picture right in front of you. That's what they're doing. They're painting the picture like right in front. Let me paint this picture like right in front of them and see if they can realize what's going on. Right? So they add this stuff. Like they will add like features to stuff, take features away, and move one thing from one country to another to get you all confused. But you got to realize this is what happened. I'm gonna show you life in a nutshell. But life in a nutshell, when you live somebody else's life, like you live somebody else's experience with your experience with them, what happened is it's just like a pot, and they're stirring this pot. I'm not calling it a melting pot like they would call the U.S., like a melting pot. I'm not calling it that. But I'm saying you stir a pot up one way, right? You got everybody going in one direction. Then all of a sudden you take the paddle and you start stirring it another way, or the spoon, whatever. You start stirring it another way. Now they got a whole different direction, right? Now you just you stir it up and down. Now they're going in a whole another direction. That is life in a nutshell. So what can I do? What you have to do is you got to stay on your path, and you just got to go straight. So you got to like ignore it. You got to put blinders on. Like, no, that has to be some kind of deception. Just like I told you guys before, when I brought up the 4Ds, when we was talking about the devil's deception in the desert in December, when we talked about that, so we got to look at the deception. When I gave 4Ds, that's 4 different directions too, right? So what I gave that is like you got to put that into your own life. Like you got to put it into your life. Like, oh wow, I could be getting, I can be getting deceived. I can be getting tricked. Yes, you not you could be. You are getting tricked. You are being deceived. And the people just don't. People aren't realizing that, man. That they tell us anything they want to tell us. Oh, this old technology. Oh, that no. You got the old technology. If you look back at some of the old technology, if you really look at it, because they destroyed a lot of the pictures. They used to be able to do a lot of different things back then than they can do now. But I might add also that a lot of things that was done in the past was more practical than the things that they do today. We don't do everything we do is not practical. We just do shit. We just make stuff for no reason. Think of all the machines we have just because of people being lazy. Now, back in the day, they created something like a cotton gin, right? Get all those seeds out of the cotton, which made sense, right? Makes it easier. You can get the cotton into processing faster, get that cotton woven into yarn and all that, right? But some of the stuff we have today, though, like even something like, not, I'm going to say like a handheld mixer, that's okay. But they got all these mixers. They got all this stuff that makes your pasta for you and all this other stuff. You lazy ass. You can't get a spoon in a bowl. Really. You can't pile up some flour and some eggs on a cutting board and mix it. You got that damn lazy. So a lot of stuff we got is because of laziness. It has nothing, and that's why we fail. Everything is lazy. Like lazy. I'm gonna be lazy. I don't want to do that. And a lot of times we just don't want to do stuff because you just too damn lazy to do it. So we just, I don't want to do it. Just get your ass out there and do it. Roll some dough out. Stop buying all these because if you look at, even when somebody's making pies, you got to look at it like, did you make the bread, the crust for that? That shit like store-bought. And when you start talking about, did somebody's pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie look store-bought because they didn't, I didn't have the time. That can happen sometime, but how long? Let me tell you how many ingredients are in pie dough for the most part. Pie dough is 3 ingredients plus salt. That's all it is. So if you want to count salt, 4 ingredients. That's all you got to do. And all you have to do is mix the flour in the fat, which a lot of people like butter. Use the butter or the fat, in water, a little bit of salt. That's all you need. And mix that shit up in a bowl. And then roll it out, brother. That's all it is. People are lazy as F, man. You need a machine to do that? Or a machine to make bread? Are you kidding me? Bread is less ingredients than freaking pie dough. Bread is like 3 ingredients. Basic bread is 3 ingredients. Water, flour, yeast. That's it. That's basic bread. But people have gotten so lazy. It's like, we need machines to make everything. You got your whole house is full of machines. Oh, I don't want to warm the water up to make coffee. I got to microwave it. And microwaving is not that good. It's not good at all. It destroys whatever you put in there. So I urge you guys to stop using microwaves. Just make you some shit, man. Warm the shit up in the oven. If you have to eat it, I can eat cold. I eat cold pie. Some of my food I eat, this is cold. I don't even care. I'm like, shit, it was warm last night. I know it's good. Still just going to eat it. We going to waste energy just to warm something up. Because the nation is spoiled, man. And that part right there, Derek. Yeah. But after Derek May said that let me make sure I got everybody in there. Everybody in there, because Derek said, "Yeah, I read it earlier at Lala D." And then right below that makes a lot of sense. I never believe in miracles. She said, "I love that song." Yep. And then Derek said, "That's crazy thing is that we don't have the same kind of talent replacing the people that we're losing." That's the part right there. That's the part. If you guys want to know the part, read what Derek just wrote right there. That's the part, is that we're losing people But this has always happened, and that's why they call stuff ancient technology. No, it's not ancient technology. It's just that you had another agenda, and it sounds like a lot of thievery to me. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. I see Ryan O'Rourke down there. I see you, brother. But see, the thing is, with the every generation that passed, and I'm gonna say not just every generation, but I'm gonna say like every few decades, and I'm gonna say few, like every 3 decades, we lose a realm. We lose a whole realm. We lose people, man. Like Derek is just bringing up right now, when he's bringing out that we're not getting the replacements. No, we're not getting the replacements. And that's why some of the people that are still here saying that no, that you can't replace me. That's why they're jumping to it and saying no, they can't replace me. You got people that. But one thing I am noticing on some of the social media is that social media is letting me know that there's a few people that's still talented. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm kind of salted, Lala D. I'm a little bit salted up, baby, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm salted up. Get your ass out of here. Somebody throw his ass out. We trying to do something in here. You bring your ass up in here. We talking about something serious, and you bring your stupid ass up here. Get your ass up out the chat. Yeah. So the one thing I noticed, and I'm a little bit salted, Lala, and I don't usually like to get like this, Derek, but I'm a little bit salted up because we got musicians. Like these new musicians that's playing the blues and stuff. And I don't want to, I'm salted. Okay. But I don't want anybody to think, oh, he's a racist or something like that. Oh, please, I can't be a racist. I don't have shit. I don't have enough to be a racist. I don't control enough shit to be a racist. But the faces behind the new musicians is what's killing me. Look at Sir Flame got did you do the damage? Sir Flame got them weapons up. Maybe Sir Flame was the one that did the damage right now. I'll check in a second. I think Sir Flame must have put them hands on them things on somebody. Get your ass up out of here. Sir Flame heard to get your ass out of here and put them weapons up good. And so I don't want nobody getting mad at me. It's just that I'm spoiled to the fact that I like to see a certain face behind certain things. I just do. It's just like if your grandpa was behind a certain saying or telling certain stories, you don't want somebody else behind the story that can't tell the story. It's like the thing with the griots, even though the movie was a fabricated movie, the old movie roots, even when you talk about the griots did really exist. The griots, they actually, it existed. Those was the verberators or the orators of the time that told all the stories. Now, can you imagine some little guy trying to tell you the story? It's just, they make it to where it's not fitting. The pieces aren't fitting. Like the puzzle of life is not fitting because you're trying to let a young one wear the hat of somebody who's supposed to be elder. It doesn't work that way. And at the same time, once you do that disrespect, now then the disconnect, now you cut off, and now that person leaves. Just like we're talking about somebody who just lost, who just lost the battle with breathing. So that person, all the knowledge and stuff that they had, now they go on. Now that's a whole shelf of history that's gone because some dumbass wanted to take over. I can do that too, blah 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 blah. Because they don't want to coexist with the elderly. So the difference between us and animals is that we protect our elders, and we're supposed to treasure them until their last breath. You see, because we're capable of doing that, because we can make weapons or we can make protection for them. Even if we got to put them behind us, the children and the elders, if we got to put them in some kind of a room behind us or a cave or something behind us, we make sure that they're taken care of, and then we take care. We battle or whatever we got to do out front, so to protect them, because we got our past generation that we need information from, and we got the young ones that need to bring up that we need to get the information to. Damn, is it really that hard? If what I'm saying, is it really that hard, y'all, to make people understand things like that, or is it really that hard for real? I mean, for real, for real. I'm being honest. Is it really that hard? Because I'm starting to scare my own self. Damn. But Ryan's right back. He said technology helped Regis with a bank transfer rather than a bounce check. He said Marv Nation must be funded by Don King. God dang. Ryan coming here starting. He on it too. Everybody on the same thing. Yeah, Derek said. Sir Flame said facts, and Derek Bailey said we are losing too many and replacing with. Yeah, the whole thing. No, that's the point, Sir Flame. We got zero replacements. Like no replacements for nobody. Derek Bailey said exactly as Sir Flame. Then Ryan right back. He said ain't just about lazy people work 12-hour shifts. Gonna go home and baby. Okay, got a baby, etc. Ain't got time to do shit. No, we can't use that, Ryan. We can't use that. We know. Because if you think about it, the elders and stuff, they work just as long. Sometimes they worked up from, think about it. Even if you believe in the slave or whatever, if you believe in slaves or you don't believe in slaves, but I'll tell you what, the slave story is backwards anyway. There was a lot more white slaves, but people just don't, you're not going to get that part of it. We're not going to go there. But you had sharecroppers and everything else that worked from sun up to sundown. They still had to take care of everything. Because the point is you needed your 6 hours of sleep. But we're talking about the whole replacement. Like there's all replacements. We got some crappy. Okay, let's just take boxing for instance. Let's just do this real quick. I want you to take the best in your mind that you know, that even if you was alive or not. Just take the best heavyweight in all the weights that was around in the 70s. Just 70. I'm just going to say 70s. Take that, your best two fighters from any weight division that you want to. You can do all the weight divisions or just at minimum do 5 weight divisions from the 70s. And then tell me, put them down if you can for us, for me. And then put their replacements. Don't just replace them. Put their legitimate replacement of today. Then we're talking how many years ago? 40 something years, 50 years? It could be either 40 or 50 years ago. Okay. So put their replacement down and give me a legitimate replacement for any of the fighters that you pick. Like or maybe 5 is too many. Give me 3. Give me a middleweight. Give me a middleweight from the 70s, 80s. Give me a welterweight from 70s, 80s, and give me a heavyweight from 70s, 80s, and tell me who their replacement is today. Now, so I narrowed it down to this 3. Let me see who does that. Yeah, but Derek Basic could hardly find pie crust where I am at. Never seen that before. Yeah, they sell them, brother. I seen them. I was at Whole Foods. I'm dropping the name dropping Whole Foods. Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now I will get one that's made if it's made with spelt flour, which is an old wheat. Now if I could find one that's made with that and I can't get the flour, I just went and bought some spelt. But I will use that. Spelt doesn't have all the starch and gluten and shit like the new flour does. You know, the new flour is all sticky and people still eat it. You wonder, wait, hold on now. How does plant create stickiness? Yep. But a lot of these starting with me. That's something I made pasta from pure tomatoes, no can or jars. So I guess it was the world's best. I can't stand you, Lala D. Derek, when we going over there? Lala, book this shit. Derek, we going over there. Let's go. Let me see. So when the snow melts. So the snow should be melting about end of March, somewhere around there. So, okay. So, Derek, we got to get in there in between April and May, Derek. We got to get over there to Lala. We got to get over there and witness Lala's ass because I'm tired of her. Because she comes on here with her, she's bragging right now. And I don't like her having bragging rights. Talking about her cooking, her culinary skills and shit. I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her something too, though. Because she thinks she don't like nothing that's made with just, vegetation or, plant-based. She thinks she don't like nothing. I'm telling her. I'll bring some recipes over there with just plant-based stuff. And she'll be like, huh? This is plant-based? Now, I don't know if you ever eaten shrimp before, but I have eaten it before. I know, and it has kind of a weird, good taste to it. Kind of sweet, meaty, fishy, but harder. You know, the shrimp is like more firm than fish. You guys know what shrimp is. So I take mushrooms now, and I make mushrooms, walnut mushrooms. Instead of making walnut shrimp, I make walnut mushrooms. That should get you full. I'm telling you right now. Even though you think, oh, walnut mushrooms, they ain't gonna get me full. Yeah, the way I do it. Yep. But she always make the world's best something. Derek, don't she be bragging too much? I'm gonna put Lala D in the headlock. Let me see. I have started. Oh, okay. Lala D said I got started in the fridge with sourdough as we speak. Okay, you got some starter up in there. Okay. Oh, that's another thing. So Lala D's bringing up food. What you got? I don't know if it's in Chicago or somewhere, but there is a restaurant that's actually working off of. They make their bread off the existence of what Lala's calling it a starter. They have other names for it too. Off of a dough that can date back to, I think, the late 1800s. So they're still using the same, in other words, the same leavening agent that was used way back there, is they're still using it today. They're just letting it grow and grow. They just change it. They just make more. I'm like, well, ain't that something else? And it's almost like that. And I'm still sorry because I haven't been able to do I'm trying to do the thing about the skillet. And my friend, who I will share his information once he brings his ass on here, he can give you guys the information that his so-called station. He's not gonna build a television station if he's gonna be this slow. But anyway, but he always complaining about how I gotta do the producing, I gotta do this, I gotta do the sound. I'm like, I don't give a shit what you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do, just get it done. You know, just get whatever you gotta get done. Just get it done, brother. He's just too slow with it. And so I know once we do this, he's gonna be slow. But we'll get it done. I told him about it. I told him, but I have to write it down. I have to draft it up so he can do everything the way I want to. Cause I got a lot of things up in here that I want to do. Because you never know what'll happen to you. I just want to be able to drop some kind of information. It's good. It's good to have this Wednesday show today, and to talk about the things that we're talking about. But the replacement, right now in boxing, I'm gonna use a term that right now we have replacement therapy right now, and that's what the fans are going through. Any fans that have been around watching boxing from the 90s, at least 90s on up to now, are in replacement therapy. Is that we need our replacements and we're not getting them. Ryan again said, and bread takes forever to you to get up at 4:30 a.m., get home at 7 a.m. Said you can't, you ain't making a loaf of bread. Yes, Lala D just gave you the how you do it, brother. She just gave you how you do it. Now, Ryan, you're a very understanding person, and you seem to know a lot about boxing and stuff, but you don't know shit about bread. Because bread can be put on hold, brother. Don't you know that? Bread can be put on hold. You put the bread in the refrigerator, see? You form it up because that way it develops slow. Until it's slow because the leavening slows down like I don't want to do nothing. It doesn't create the carbon dioxide like it needs to. And then you take it out when you get home, and then it starts to rise. And it doesn't take as long because it's been going, but it's just been slow. You know, until you get it around that 85-degree mark, then it starts to, go. And so that bread puffs up, and then there you go. The cooking is the fastest part. The cooking is always the fastest part when it comes to bread. Actually eating. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I grew up with bread and that type of stuff, and I'm addicted like crazily. I got to fight to stay away from like fresh bread. If you offer me fresh bread, I'm going to take a lot of your bread. Don't offer me fresh bread. If you don't want me taking none home, or you don't want me having to, just don't offer. If you don't make enough fresh bread, don't offer me none. Now I'm gonna be gracious and I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you for the bread. Yeah. But I'm not two-faced like that. I'm gonna be like that, but at the same time, I'm on the inside. I'm heated. I'm like, man, I can't believe I got 2 pieces of bread. That's it. That's all. Big as I am, that's all I get is 2 pieces. I'm gonna be mad at Lala. Lala and her pasta and her bread and her what else there? Her soups. Ooh, freaking Lala. Derek say I like my pie cold anyway. Yeah, most of them. But I do like any pies with berry, like cherries and stuff like that, or berries in it. I like it hot. I damn near burn my tongue off some like berry pie. Yep. Ryan said you eating cold. He said it's lazy. Why not warm it? No, the reason I don't warm it up all the time, brother, is because I don't have to warm shit up. It's like I know it's good. Sometimes I like to eat a colder meal. I don't always have to have something hot. You know, I think like I know some people eat cold pizza and some people don't. I don't like cold pizza. But some stuff I can eat cold. Like obviously you can't eat some soups and stuff you can't eat cold. And some sauces they get too thick. So you got to thin them out. Because once they, congeal in the refrigerator, then you got to add water to it or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's a little bit different though. But some foods you can eat cold though. Okay, so let me just break this down for you. How many times? See, in the United States, we have something called what they call cold cuts. And what that is, that's meat that was hot at one point. They cooked it, formed it together, whatever, and now it's cold. They put it in the refrigerator, and you put some sauce on there, some mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, or whatever kind of sauce, ranch, or whatever you like, Chipotle, 1,000 Island, something like that, some vegetables on some bread, and you got yourself a sandwich. Guess what? They do the same thing with steak. They do the same thing with like they pork and all that ham. Oh, speaking of them porks, man, I heard that there's, I think it's in, I don't know, one of those states. I think Texas. I think it's down there where Surf Flame is. You heard anything about this Surf Flame? That supposedly that they got some Goliath pigs down there that are just wreaking havoc down there. They got pigs that are up to like 10 feet long. That's a big ass pig. Just running wild and just to let you know, a pig will kill you, and a wild pig will kill you and eat you. Will kill you. Them razorbacks are not even, don't have to be a razorback, but those pigs, they will kill you and eat your crazy ass out there messing around. Yeah. No, I'm just saying you don't always have to warm up. Yeah, Derek say pie at Ryan. No, it's pie. Yeah, Ryan. What the F is like steak and ale, apple pie, minced and onion pie. No, brother, we don't. That's something we don't have here, man. We don't have that one. I don't know. Ask Lala. Lala, you know anything about that? We know about the apple pie, but we don't know about no steak and apple pie. And shit, you get hungry enough, you'll eat some cold steak. Shit, you can eat a cold steak sandwich. It's gonna get cold anyway, because all that chewing you're gonna have to do to eat the sandwich, you're gonna get it hot. But when you finish it, then your last pieces of that sandwich is gonna be cold anyway. Just be honest. How many things can you start off eating this hot and you finish eating them and they still hot? Name a food that you can eat. Not even the hot dog is hot when you finish eating it. Name a food that's hot when you start and hot when you finish. Soup? Nope. Cereal? Nope. Just name something. Stew? Nope. Name something that's hot when you start eating it and hot when you finish eating it. Let me look in here real quick, because I think Sir put the hands on somebody. Let me see. Oh no, Derek did. Sir timed him out. Oh, Derek came back and clapped him. Yeah, Sir clapped. Yeah, Derek came back with the clap, like, get your ass up out of here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you was asking what the F is steak and apple pie, minced and onion pie. I don't know what the hell. I thought you was talking about eating that. I'm like, I don't know nothing about that one. Yep. Um, if I go to Chinese, I, I, I want it to be made by Chinese. If I want Caribbean food, want it made by Caribbean, nothing wrong with that. And I don't have a problem with that. But our subject, the subject that we started to dissect, was replacement. And see, I'm calling it replacement therapy. And what happened, brother, is that even if you go to China, if you go to a Chinese restaurant and you want Chinese to make your food, it's not going to be the same. And here's something else I want to tell you guys that, and this is not, it's not my saying, and you might not like it. I'm not saying it because you like it or you don't like it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. A Chinese guy was on TikTok. He was mad, or Instagram. I'm not sure which one. He was mad, and he told people he should stop eating at Chinese restaurants if you don't like the fact that you're saying that Chinese people eat cats or they eat dog. They serving cat and serving dog. He said, guess what? You guys been complaining about this for years, but he said, guess what? He said Chinese people don't eat at those Chinese restaurants. They don't eat the food. He said, well, you want to stop eating cat and stop eating dogs, stop eating at the Chinese restaurant. He said, because you the ones complaining. The Chinese people ain't complaining because they not eating that food. I was like, wow. That shit just blew up in everybody's face right there. Because he came out and just told the truth. And he told y'all that, hey, we don't eat that shit. That's up for y'all to eat. God dang. So in other words, he said, we don't care. More or less, he's telling you, we don't care that we feeding y'all dog and cat. Because guess what? We're not the one eating the dog and cat, y'all is. God dang, you can't get no cold. I'm sorry, brother. No matter how you think, you can't get no colder than that because he broke it down all the way down to the ankles and told you what it was. I was like, wow. Derek said, he said, I know. I said, I noticed here when you go out to the Japanese restaurant for hibachi, they have Mexican chefs now. Yep. That part right there. That's funny that Derek brings that up because I'm going to tell you, Derek, I've been thinking about that a lot. I said, how come every time I go get a specialty food, I said, ain't nothing but Mexicans back there cooking it. I'm like, what the hell Mexicans know about some Thai food? They back there cooking Thai food. You'd be wondering why the taste is off. It's like, man, y'all good at making Mexican food, but y'all not the best at making all this stuff. Everywhere I go, McDonald's, I can go to get Thai food, restaurant back there. I want to see a brother back there. When I say brother, one of our Browns, I want to see one of us back there, making some of the food. I guess they really are taking over all the jobs, huh? Now let me stop that. Ryan said I'm from UK, Derek, so I don't see many Mexicans over here. Derek basically said, I know we have to see Lala chefing skills. She probably has a personal chef. Yeah, that part right there. Lala D got a personal chef, and she's trying to trick me and Derek into thinking that she throwing down like she's the Martha Stewart, like she's the updated version of Martha Stewart up in the kitchen and stuff. We gotta see what she about. Derek said, I understand it, Ryan. Yep. Ryan again said Lala love to make Andrade some dinner. Andrade would be able to finish it like he can never finish any opponent. Oh wow! Believe me, Lala D did not hear that, Ryan. She must be on. She's on break or something, man. She's not. She's gonna get your ass. He said whole conversation on bread. He said curry for tea, Persroy naan with curry. Great bread. Yeah, I love some naan. I love me some naan, brother. I just made some the other day. I had to warm it up. I warmed it up. If I'm not gonna eat it with some kind of, some kind of stew or something that I made, I just eat it just like that. I'll be honest. I don't eat a whole lot of garlic because I know it's not that good for you because it can eat into your system if you eat too much of it. But I like to granulate it, so I put some. You guys don't like that. But instead of using butter, I use walnut oil. And I put a little bit of salt and some garlic on there and a little bit of thyme. I messed that naan up. Derek say pigs that big, it sound like Texas, yep. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like probably Texas or something. No, that isn't real Chinese food. If you go to one of their restaurants, so you wouldn't eat eat that either. There. Well, the thing about it is, I used to have this girlfriend that was Chinese, but Ryan says he said fact. Derek, he said Chinese changed their food to suit English market. Yeah, exactly, because everything is and no, hell no, Derek, I didn't get my electric car yet. Um, because everything is suited here to be fast. Because I'm still putting in my mind, if how I can get this restaurant started, and I'm thinking that no, whatever I got to do, if it's going to be fast, it still has to be home. It has to be home cooked, homemade, and I have to convert some of the stuff to fast, and I have to put it on. I have to put it on the menu itself. Tell people, hey, this is not fast food. We can get it to you fast, but it's not fast food. So some of your stuff is going to take 15, 20 minutes to prepare, except for stuff like soup and all that. But he's right about that, though. He's actually right. But, okay, so back to the point. See, I had a Chinese girlfriend, right? That went south quick. I mean, not quick like that, but I met her, and it was at a bad time for me to meet her. For her, it was at a good time, great time for me to just kick it and chill with a different nation. But we used to go, when we went to restaurants, she started talking that, whatever. She started talking her dialect and all that, man. And I look at the table when we get our food. Our food is completely different than everybody else's food up in there. Our tea and everything. Because she speak to them and say, hey, don't bring me that bullshit that you be bringing all these Americans out here. Bring us the real tea. And we get the pot of tea. And they got all kinds of leaves and flowers and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, oh, shit, it look good. We get the real jasmine tea. Everybody else got that bullshit. Everybody else get them tea bags. You ever notice that? You go to Chinese restaurants, you get those damn bags. You think you're getting Chinese tea. You all pouring it proper in that little cup. You're like, oh, yeah, Chinese tea. They just threw your ass a bag and you happy. Oh, wow. They got you, not the bag. They got your ass with the bag. And here it is all this time. Is that it was supposed to be like infused and it's supposed to have all kinds of other spices and herbs and plants and shit in there. And you sitting there with that little tea bag and you're all happy. Like, oh, Chinese tea. You're a dumbass. You want tea? Yeah, of course. They just throwing you a tea bag. And you don't even think about it when they throw that tea bag to you. I just drove to VA over the weekend, which isn't that far from me. I didn't see one charging station, 100. No, hell no, Derek. I'm not messing with that shit. Like I said, it's just like me and just like Yasser Hussein told you. It's gonna be one of them things where they gotta force me to get mine, brother. I'm not getting mine. I'm just not getting it. And if they stop selling gas, that's cool with me. Buy a brand new car. They ain't getting no payments on it. Come get it. I don't give a shit. Come pick it up. I said, because they don't sell gas no more. So I just bought junk. But I'm not getting stuck on that shit, man. Because they tricking you in the first place. Okay, so let's just go back. The replacement therapy covers everything, Derek. It even covers like the regenerative powers of batteries and everything else. Is that we shouldn't even be working off of, you know why you work off a grid in the first place? This thing that they call a grid is because they can keep you dependent on them. Because they know that any place you live, that you have a space in your house that you can create enough power through atmosphere or in solar to take care of your whole household needs for cooking and cleaning and heating and everything else. They know that. It's not, if you would have to put yourself in the stupid box to feel like these people don't know that you could be self-sustained on your own. You would have to put yourself, like I said, you had to put yourself in the stupid box. Oh, we need the government, we got the power, do the boop, 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 boop. Yeah, because you're stupid. Because you ain't paying attention that you don't need all that shit. Yep. Ryan said, laughing out loud, she's made you bad salt and pepper. Sue Mal can't beat them. No, I don't want to tell her. I just don't want to tell the story. I just met her at the wrong time. She was cool to hang with. I wouldn't mind, even today, I wouldn't mind just having her as a close friend or something. You need somebody like that, man. That's shit. I mean, because they got stuff in their places in their neighborhood what you need. You know what I mean? I need somebody like her with me, so she can say, "Yo, yeah, this is my husband," or "This is my," so she can pump me up. Tell them some bullshit, and you give us the good sell on this, so I can go there and look like a baller. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. People. So I'm not saying that you have to mix and all that with people, but it's good. Like I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, man. People are stupid to only have one because of the way our structure. Because of our structure, you need to have versatile friends to where you can go do other shit. Because you got them with you. Oh, shit, I got my interpreter with me. Man, please. I used to hang with 3 girls. 2 of them was the hookup. One of them was just like, she just hung out. She was just hanging out with us or whatever. But 2 of them that was my hookup. We went to certain places because they told me what shit. Like, I had one was Laotian. One was Spanish and Mexican. And the other one was Indian from Fiji. Fiji, though, but she was Indian. Man, please. But they knew all the food. They knew what kind of spices, what it was supposed to taste like, how much it should cost, all that shit. And they say, forget it. We don't like your prices. We don't like your taste. We're going to make our own. And so sometimes they make their own. Or sometimes they just take me to, like, they friends' restaurants or whatever. Yeah. 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 Ryan works. He said, "F that tea bag." I have he said he have a sing towel. I heard that, brother. Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. Everybody in here, we got so much in common, it don't make no sense, man, because I know what he talking about. He talking about the green bottle, brother. I know what sing towel is. Don't think I don't know about the Thai beer, brother. The sing towel with the sing towel with they got a couple of them. They got the Chong, which is the elephant beer, and they got the tiger beer, the Sing Tao, and they got the Chong beer. They got the brown bottle, all that. Sing Ha, they got the Sing Tao, Sing Ha. The Sing Ha, that's Thai. The Sing Tao, that's I think that's Chinese or whatever. And then they got the Chong. Another one, the elephant. That's what you look for. You look for the elephant logo, or you look for the tiger. You shouldn't get no bad beer if you got tiger on it. They either want you to stay home or very local. But I think it's about control. I may have to start storing gas. Yeah, you gotta get, man, you don't know how many times I thought about that, Derek. I said, I'll put this big ass, get me one of those big, because I seen somebody with that tank on back of their truck, in the bed of their truck. I'm like, oh shit, he got the gas tank in back of the truck. So you fill that shit up when the gas goes low, and then when gas goes high, you fill your own self up. That make a lot of sense, though. If you got property, shit, get yourself a gas tank, man. Get 2. Get 1 to take to the gas station and fill your shit up. Fill it up. I don't care. It costs you a couple $1,000, whatever. Take that shit home and fill your other one up. Always be ready. You gotta be ready for these people for everything, man. They just do so much shit. No. Sing Tao is Chinese, right? Don't make me go and get one. He said tiger Indian. No. Tiger is also. I just told you what it meant. Sing Ha is Thai. That's Thailand beer, brother. They do have one. Yes, Indian does have They have one too. Believe me, my friend is Indian, and he owns a liquor store. I get to see all the beer. He owns a liquor store, brother. So I'm saying he does. He has a lot of different kinds in there. The tiger. What they got that bird? What's that bird? The kingfisher. Kingfisher. That's an Indian beer. I don't even remember all the names, but I just pull them out. I know when I go to the store. I know them by label. Like, yeah, that one right there. I know them. All of them I know them by label. They all come in 22 ounces or something like that. Big ass bottles. Yeah. Derek said, I want to blow myself. I'm not saying you ain't gonna, man, gas don't blow up like that, brother. So I have to see how the story goes. No, brother, you can store it. It ain't nothing gonna happen to it. It's nothing gonna happen to it. They have storage containers above ground, man. How you think they ship it? They got to ship it in those trucks, right? Isn't it inside the containers? Those things ain't refrigerated. You just, it's how you store it is you just got to make sure that it's contained. That's all. Put that shit in the, cover it up with something. If you think it's going to get too hot, it's not going to get too hot, brother. You see tanks on trucks. They got them in trucks all over the place. Matter of fact, they even, propane, they keep it above ground. Propane gas is above ground. They don't put it underneath the ground. And that's more volatile than regular gas. It takes a lot. That thing has to heat up and fill, it has to fill up with pressure before something happens. You ain't going to get no pressure like that because you constantly filling up. You constantly getting gas out of it. How many times have you just put gas like in a gas can and put it in the garage? It gets hot as hell in that garage. Don't nothing happen to that gas. Derek all panicking and shit. No, I want to blow myself up. Yeah, Kingfish is Indian and Cobra. There he is. Now Ryan's on page now. Derek said, I'm looking into buying some land. There you go, brother. Get you a little bit, get you a spot. Yeah. Derek says the fumes. Yeah, sing how it's tight. Yeah, if I just said, brother. Yeah, he said, it's the fumes. Yeah, well, they close that shit up, Derek. Derek sitting there. Derek got the shit. Derek got the damn gas. He got the gas cap off to him. It's real fumes. You're going to get high. And I'm going to tell you, even then, brother, it's probably not going to blow up. If you leave the top off on gas, it's probably not going to blow up. You know what's going to happen? Is that shit going to disappear on you is what's going to happen. If you leave the tank off on gas, that shit is just going to go. It's going to evaporate. It's going to hurt you if you're close to it because those fumes take over getting your lungs. But if it's far enough away, all that shit's going to just disappear. So all that gas you wouldn't got that 300 gallons of gas, all that shit just disappearing on you. That's it. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to get out of here in a minute, though, because we've been at this for a while. But all the boxing, we'll talk more about this replacement whole thing because we have been talking boxing. Look, you guys couldn't even think. That's what I like about y'all. Y'all just say, forget it. Eagle just trying to work us and shit. That's why y'all never put up one replacement for any heavyweight from the 70s, 80s, any welterweight from 70s, 80s, or any middleweight from 70s, 80s. Y'all just say F that. Say Eagle already right. Ain't no need to messing with that. Let me just leave that shit alone. Hey, I'm not gonna mess with Eagle when it comes to that shit because it's replacement, and we're losing too many people, man. Entertainers, musician, fighters. We're losing too many people, and we have like no replacements. All they're doing is replaying some of the old fights. The best footage you see are the stuff that they're talking about. They're using it for memes now and shit like that. Like, you know how many times I've seen the Ray Mercer fight, the Ray Mercer versus Tommy Morrison? You know how many memes they got for that shit? Now, I see that on every platform. I'm seeing it. Like, but they're not sure. They're just showing that corner. They're not showing the whole thing. They're not showing the commissioner climbing up in the ring, Larry Hazard. Like, what the hell is you doing? Stop the fight. They're not showing all that. They're just showing Tommy getting beat mercifully. Well, that's his name, Merciless Ray Mercer, but they just show him getting beaten mercifully. God dang, I mean, it was though. It was terrible, but man, that's all they showing is stuff like that. They showing all old footages and stuff because that's what you do. And with new media now, you bring up all the old stuff, and even with me, I got to bring up old stuff. Nobody excites me there's nobody just in there just banging. There's nobody in there just fighting. Even when you look at Chavez, and when Chavez realized that he just wasn't tough no more, he had to go toe-to-toe with people like Franklin and stuff like that. He knew I got to go toe-to-toe. I can't whoop this guy, but I'm going to just try to tough it out. And that's the difference between him and that's why he'll be a legacy fighter is because even though he knew he wasn't going to beat people like Parnell Whitaker and stuff, he knew he wasn't going to win. But he's like, I'm going to fight the shit out of this dude. And he still went in and fought the hell out of these guys. Now, Franklin did beat him up. But it was close. It wasn't close to the point where you thought Chavez won, but it was close to the point where, it was just a competitive back and forth. They was fighting. And we're just not getting that. People want to see one-sided, or they want to see you just stand in the corner. They want to see you stand in the middle of the ring, and they want it to be a 2-round knockout. That's just dumb. That takes away, like I said, the replacement. And we're in replacement therapy. So the replacement for that, there's no replacement for that. It's like, really? Y'all just stand in the middle of the ring and just knock each other out? That's it? That shit, just doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. Sorry. It doesn't work that way. We need somebody. We need some real replacements. Do we have any replacements? Yes, we have some. But sometimes it even slips our mind. We can't even think, oh, who's the replacements today? We can't really think. People think that Tyson Fury is a replacement. No, Tyson Fury is fighting Chisora. There's too many people that Tyson Fury needs to fight that he's not fighting. He's not fighting Slow Joyce. He's not fighting nobody. Not fighting Joshua. He's not, too many people. Not fighting Andy Ruiz. He's not fighting none of the top guys. He's an effing joke. And I'm sorry if y'all love him over there, Ryan, but he's an effing joke. Ryan said, born in '89, bro. I respect modern day fighters and and haters when they get compared to past. You don't like when they get compared to the past 15-round bullshit. None of them are as fit as modern day fighters. Nah. What you got to understand, brother, is we losing stride. I'm going to tell you why those guys in the past was more fit. They were more fit because the thing is, what gives you energy in the first place? What gives you energy in the first place? So I'm not going to let you get away. You're not going to slip away with that bullshit. So I'm going to tell you, what gives you energy in the first place? They're not more skillful. Just because you can hit somebody swinging towels at you or toys at you and you hit the toys, that's not another man in there swinging at you. Now, the reason they fought the way that they fought back in the day is because that was the style. That's how they had to fight. It's not because that's the way they couldn't do anything different, but that's just the way that they had to fight. And yes, there would have been a whole lot more mismatches and stuff. Sometimes fighters just got your ass up out of there, like just put those hands on you. So you name a fighter today. Let me just destroy what you're saying. I'm not even going to destroy what you're saying because I like you. You're one of my mods. But tell me the fighter right now, in today modern style, that in heavyweight that has the skill set of Mike Tyson. Name the heavyweight or the fighter today has the skill set of Muhammad Ali. Name the fighter today that got the skill set of a Sugar Ray Robinson. Because you're saying that because you're born in '89 that these guys are tough. I can still kick some of these guys' ass that are just born in the '90s and shit. Believe that. I have had to do it before. You just don't. You think that the old school. You think that Derek Bailey ain't tough. Derek Bailey, he come before '89. You think that the older cats ain't tough. That's where people make their biggest mistakes, is when they think that somebody's not tough no more. There was a guy that just punished the shit out of somebody. This was a 70-something-year-old man. Somebody broke in his house or something like that and was going to get his family. They didn't know that he boxed in the Navy. He beat the dog shit out of him. He beat the complete dog shit out of a youngster. A badass youngster. He beat the dog shit out of him. So it's not about that. It's a lot to it, brother. It's not just I'm not knocking these fighters to the point that I don't want to see them. I'm knocking them because they're not standing up to the past. And nobody, because what you're looking at just boxing, brother. And plus, we talk boxing here, but if Derek could tell you, I didn't just say Fury beats the shit out of Tyson. No, not even close. No. He don't beat the shit out of Larry Holmes. He don't beat the shit out of Ali. No. I got to argue with you on that. But I'm gonna let you have your position. If you think he'll beat the shit out of Tyson, no. I'm gonna tell you where he's vulnerable at is he was too slow. He's too slow to beat Tyson. Tyson always had to get in on you. And I seen the way that Tyson Fury went down, even when Wilder hit him. He's going to get hit way more times because Mike Tyson was a lot more accurate than Deontay Wilder is. He's going to put him down and out. In that body, the whole thing, the body would have been, he would have worn that body out, man. I'm telling you. That's just my estimation, but you can stick with him. But I'm not going to say somebody would beat the shit out of him. But in my estimation, he would have lost. Think so? Are they tougher? He said Fury fast. What the fuck on about? Fury is not that fast. He's fast. He's not that fast. How fast is he? So I noticed you left Ali out the equation. You just said went straight to Mike Tyson because he was shorter and just like a stockier guy, whatever. What about George Foreman? You said Tyson ain't the same power as Wilder. Just tell people who's been hit by him that he's not that powerful. He would land more shots. Derek said they had a blind guy in New York that used to wrestle. Someone broke into his house and put them hands on. He put the hands on the thief. The thief called the cops on himself. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. My father was smaller than me, but ain't no way I would challenge just act like I was big and bad and like, oh, you ain't had the skill set, father, and try to. It's also respect too, brother. It's not just. But when we was talking about that, we wasn't talking about just the boxing realm, but we are talking about boxing. I'm just saying that skill set is left, man. I guarantee you these people, you're talking about the strength wise and all that. No. That you haven't been around the people that we talk about in here sometime. Because Derek will tell your ass too. Derek will tell you, Derek, what about Derek? He don't know nothing about old man strength, huh? You don't know nothing about old man strength. See, old man has been around so long, been using their hands so long, they got a different kind of strength even when they grab you. They got the kind of strength that crushes shit when they grab you. Like if they shake your hand or hold on to your shoulder, you could just feel your shit kind of like crumbling like a little bit like, damn, and you strong, you a weightlifter and shit. But it's a whole different build, man, a whole different set. Now you talking about these guys, they in PEDs and supplements and all this other bullshit. Do you see, it's different. Once they get off that, what do they look like once they get off that shit? What does Arnold Schwarzenegger look like once he got off all that shit he was taking? What do all these guys, these bodybuilders and all these athletes, what do they look like after they finish taking all this shit? All these super athletes, what do they look like after they retire and they get off of that shit? What do they look like? Was you talking about somebody from the 1800s or something like that? They looked like that until they passed away. They was always this strong, got them vice grips on them. Yep. Yeah, Derek said, yeah. He said Mike threw, 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. Yeah, too many combinations, yeah. Wilder probably has a bigger right hand than Tyson. Watch early Mike. Yeah, but what about the shot he threw on Berbick, though? Berbick can take a shot, right? Berbick fought some good punches. Mike threw a punch at him, and one punch knocked his ass down 4 times. And Mike, when he rips off shot and people move his head. Yeah. It's just, I think the head movement. Tyson Fury would have had hard trouble with Mike Tyson because he has harder trouble with shorter people. And he should have even disposed of Valine when he was fought Valine if he was going to do all that. How come he didn't dispose of Valine? Valine didn't have the skills of Mike Tyson. And Valine, if you ask me, he beat the shit out of Tyson. You think if Mike Tyson would have opened up Tyson Fury's eye, that fight would have continued to go? He would have split that shit down to the bone. But anyway, Mike, most overrated fighter in boxing, 5-6 losses, rapist, hazed the man. Damn, you going in on him. But see, I don't know any of that stuff to be. I don't know if any of that stuff, because he said it wasn't true, and it sounded like a setup to me. But you don't live in the States, so you don't see the same kind of stuff that we see. So it could be true, but it didn't go down like they said it went down, because I don't know a lot about, but sexual assault, a sexual assault goes down a certain way. Guess what? We've had a lot of famous people over here accused of sexual assault. Even a basketball player named Kobe Bryant was accused of that shit, but they let him off he got out of that shit quick. Once they found out the girl had all kinds of DNA samples of other guys in her, it's like, so it's like we don't fall for that shit right away over here. Yeah, girls do. Oh yeah, he rapist. Yeah, girls fall for shit like real quick. Guys like, wait, hold on a minute, where was that? Guys always be like, wait, hold on now, hold on, wait, no, I don't believe that shit. So certain people that even I mess with, and certain people that I talk to and mess with, you can't make me believe certain stories about them like right away. I'm not gonna believe that shit right away. I'm like, nah, hold on, let me talk to them. I gotta find out, because there's always two sides. That's what they call it. They say two sides, but there's always the truth too. There's two sides, then there's the truth, and then there's everybody else's opinion. But Derek Bay said he probably doesn't shake your hand and make you think. Yeah, but Derek know about the old school power that I'm talking about. Because these old men that got this kind of strength, the ones that you never been around farm workers and shit. I knew it. There was a brother that I had the pleasure of meeting, or displeasure, or however you want to call it, that worked in a watermelon field. This dude had biceps on him like this. He works in the watermelon field. All he doing is picking up watermelons all day. He doing that shit all day long in the heat. That's a whole different kind of strength than somebody in the gym training. And some of these guys in the past, they were working on farms and stuff. Joe Frazier, I think he worked on the farm. Joe Lewis, all these is country. All these guys, all of our main champions and the most powerful guys are from the country. George Foreman from the country. Right? And now people are they're even putting Sonny Liston into the category of most powerful punchers. Deontay Wilder, country boy. These country guys is different, man. So our country is made up of different things. You got the city, the new fashion type of guys that are, punching that spaghetti noodles and shit like that instead of just sparring. Or just been in like street fights and wars. It's different. I'm just saying the skill set. And you still haven't matched anybody up with Sugar Ray Robinson or Muhammad Ali yet. When you talk about all these different skill sets that these fighters got. Who are you so excited about right now? Who are you really excited about to see fight right now? Who are you just excited like right now? You can't even wait. You can't sleep because you want to see a fight. This fighter. Who? Is it Tyson Fury versus Chisora? You can't wait to see that. You're having a hard time sleeping because they're going to fight. There's always other information, brother. You got to know, like you're on the other side of what they call the pond, man. You don't know. Yeah, Frazier would give him. Frazier liked the brawl, and Frazier throw your ass right back up against those ropes. So Frazier at one point, Frazier would get your ass cornered. At one point, no matter how skillful you is, he gonna get you in that corner at one point. If you're not just like the heaviest puncher in boxing history with one of the heaviest punchers, the top three at least, like George Foreman, you ain't getting him off you. Yeah, Derek said he didn't rape that woman. Yeah, Derek said a lot of good fighters have many losses, especially when they're actually fighting other good fighters. And it's not only that. Sometimes a fighter like overstays his welcome and loses. I'd have my money on the guy in gym rather than picking watermelons. I'm not that. See, you missed my whole point. Derek, you see, I missed my point. Ryan, you got to pay attention to the whole conversation. At that point, I was talking about the strength. I'm gonna tell you now. We'll go one throwback. James Lights Out Tony. You know what he would call? He called people that just worked out in the gym. He just called them bag beaters. He just called them heavy bag beaters. And he went from middleweight all the way up to heavyweight, getting titles. And he was great. Matter of fact, him in his prime, if he was in his prime at heavyweight, Tyson Fury would not even beat him. They say forearms like baseball bats. Yep. Yeah, but I was making the point of old school. I was talking about the strength factor, I wasn't talking about why are we talking about PEDs and all this other bullshit if these fighters are so much greater? If their skill set is so much better, how come they just not fighting like how come we not getting good fights like all the time? Like, oh shit, this is gonna be a good fight. Or fights end up in disaster. How come we not getting all these competitive fights? Like they just not brawling. You think they're a better skill set fighter? Go back and look at some of the fights. Just look at the Chavez versus Franklin fight at their weight class and tell me what kind of fights you see. Man, I can name so many fights from the past that outshine any of these fights of today. Totally outshine these fights. Okay, you a Callum Smith fanboy? So I want him Better be if he beats the shit out of Better be if. Okay, well we're gonna see if that's what happened. He's not gonna win against Better be if. Now Tony was on PEDs. Wow, he's not even getting what I'm saying. I said that he would beat Fury. Fury's been on some shit too. Don't act oblivious to any of your fighters when they've been on stuff, Ryan. What, he had tainted pork or something? Tainted pig? Stop it. Don't play with me on that shit, man. Stop it. I'm skill set wise, James Lights Out Tony would beat him. Skill set wise. If you take skill set versus skill set, styles make fights. If they was to fight, Tony would whoop him. Would win, I'm sorry. Yeah. And Derek got it. He said that's the foundation of a person that's coming from back-breaking work. No, I ain't talking about no cocaine. You see, now Derek, he done missed the whole point. Now he's talking about cocaine. I'm not even talking about the cocaine. What was the shit? I had it listed. We talked about it in here one day. I forgot what it was. But we looked it up. We had the definition and stuff. You got to go back and look at one of the old shows. We talked about it before. But he's supposed to have got that from pigs. But anyway, I don't want to get off a track. So I'm just saying, the past, if you don't see that we're crumbling, if you can't see that if you cannot duplicate something that you call ancient, then it's not ancient, you are. We're losing a step. And we talked about it probably before you got into the chat. We're talking about how, even when Lala D was here in Surf Flame, we're talking about how today's society, we're losing a step. We're losing a step because we think we know it all. You can't come here with total knowledge. You have to rely on your past to get the knowledge. So somehow, at one point in time, or history, or whatever you want to call it, somebody got kicked to the curb. The knowledge, the teachers got kicked to the curb. And I'm telling you, some of those old school tricks and all that stuff that they used in the past, they need that back in boxing now. Because you have ways to even learn how to, these fighters don't even know how to survive anymore. Even holding, they have lost the art of even trying to hold in like a slick hold, like to hold and not get points taken away and stuff like that. I'm just saying, man. Tyson Fury, once he gets exposed, then you'll see. He already got exposed because, like I said, Valine whooped him. Now, make the excuse up for Valine having the highest skill set. And then say Tyson Fury didn't come in prepared. Or just say any kind of bullshit that you want to say. And why Tyson Fury fighting Chisora? How come he ain't fighting nobody else? Why he fighting Chisora? He got all kinds of fights he can make. Fight Dubois. I mean, he'll win. Fight Joshua. He'll win. You know. Fight Ruiz. Fight these other guys. Because you got another group coming up. You're always going to have a group coming up. I'm not saying. Maybe these... And look out for Cuba. Because Cuba still got some of those old school trainers and stuff. And eventually they're gonna have a fighter up in there. He's gonna be there for a while too. See, you said who was gonna expose him, who else he fight. You still didn't answer my question about the Valine. Did he beat up on Valine? Or did he get pieced up and get his eye beat up? Stop it. He's not that skillful. No other fight. A Valine versus somebody like a Mike Tyson, it would have been a knockout. So stop playing. Stop playing, man. I know you prideful and all that shit, man, but stop playing. Everybody can have their opinion, but come on, stop it. Stop it. This because what he does is he uses his height to his advantage. It's not that he's that skillful. He just uses his height to his advantage, and that just shows how dumb some of these fighters are because they can't break through that shit. They don't know how to get down low underneath that shit. You get down low underneath that shit and start wearing on that body. Shoot some uppercuts at him. It's hard when you fight, when you got that much of a height difference on somebody and you're trying to jab because you're jabbing down. Anytime you jabbing down, you don't have as much power as you jabbing straight or up. In between this range, a little bit low, and up here is when you got your best power. When it comes straight off the shoulder, straight off the shoulder, that's when you got the most power. When you got to go down and you got to change the dynamic of the shoulder, you're not going to have as much power. When you're shooting like this, think about it. You're not going to have as much power. Try it for yourself. Or that. Which one you going to have the most power on? This? I know you hear it. I look like I'm slower than I am, but you hear it. Are you going to have more power here or here? Which one you going to have more power at? Just saying, the styles make fights, but it's not always the styles. It's the physical makeup with the style also. Yeah, you said, did he win the fight? Yes, he won the fight. You can always steal a fight. Come on. You got some of these, even you got referees coming out and saying today that they more or less gave fights to other fighters that shouldn't have won the fight. Just like Pacquiao. Richard Padilla told that he saved Pacquiao during one fight that Pacquiao was actually knocked out. There's other variables. So we're not just talking. So if you're going to talk about skill set and Vaylin, you name one who, name one he who beats him, or name one who beats him. I just want to see him fight somebody. Stop fighting Chisora and White over and over again. Just fight somebody. You'll see for yourself. I don't want to say it. I'll just let you see for yourself. Because you're one of those persons that have to see. Tyson Fury is fighting in an era where it's just not a lot of people. The skill sets are low. I'm just saying, the skill sets are not that high right now. And that's why he's winning. The skill sets aren't that high. But youth sometimes can take over a skill set. Somebody who's going to come down, somebody who's going to get underneath what he's doing. I said somebody who can get underneath his jab and get inside is going to win. And they're going to win pretty comfortably. I'm just letting you know that that's what's going to happen. Is somebody who can get underneath those punches is going to get in and fight, is going to win comfortably. He fights his fights like he's sparring with people. That's all he fights. He don't come out and just fire. He don't come out like and firing on you. And he comes out and he's good at being relaxed and fighting like a sparring session because he can, because of his height. His height and his reach lets him do that. And he has an okay skill set, but I've been watching his skill set is not, he doesn't have the best skill set that there's ever been in boxing. And if you try to argue somebody who knows something about boxing, they're going to destroy you. Yeah, of course. Why would Joe Joyce be so hard, slow as he is? Why you put him with the slowest person in boxing? He ain't gonna have no trouble with somebody that he can out punch, like that he can just punch circles around. Even though Joe Joyce is getting better, but he's a champ. He's supposed to be fighting. He's supposed to be fighting AJ. He's supposed to be fighting Usyk. He's supposed to be fighting Andrew Ruiz and people like that. But he fighting Chisora. Why? Come on, stop it. Stop it. Why are they trying to prolong his career? He's still young. Fight some of these people. And I guarantee you his chin ability is not as strong as what people think it is right now. It's not. And it's not the first time. I think, didn't Cunningham put him down too? It's not the only time that he's actually been put down. He has great recovery. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, Joyce is getting better. Like you said, Derek, he's actually getting better. But I just don't. I'm just not into the Tyson Fury hype. I don't like him because he's a cheater, and I don't like cheats. I don't like him. I don't like Canelo. People in here know who I don't like. As far as like when it comes to cheating, I don't like people that cheat. I can't. Pacquiao was a cheater too. And I'm gonna be honest. Pacquiao probably the only cheater that I gave like a kind of an exemption pass to, like kind of. I still got to put even if I don't put a asterisk by his name, I got to put like a little bit of a star by his name, like you cheated too. There's a few fighters, some of them, and there might be some that slip through the radar that I let have a pass. But when it comes to skill set, even that you even had a referee that said that Tyson Fury is the dirtiest fighter he ever watched fight. He's dirty. That's not a skill set. When the fight dirty is not a skill set. Yep. Derek said, yeah. He said if Cunningham was a real heavyweight, he probably could have won. Yep. And then Fury, leaned on him that's exactly. Fury's dirty, man. I'm not gonna do no shows. You know what I mean? And you guys press me. If you do too much in this chat, then I will bring out the receipts. And Derek, no, I don't. What's the last time I did a show like that, Derek? The last time I did a show like that, when people kept talking shit about how close the Kell Brook fight was with Errol Spence. And so then I started breaking it down. I started bringing out the clips and everything, and I started breaking it down to show people what was really happening. That all those punches that Kell Brook was throwing was all apologetic. He didn't want to be in there with Errol Spence. And eventually he showed that he didn't want to be in there with Errol Spence. And I'll break the shit down. So I just don't want to have to do that, because then I got to do all this. I got to pull up all these clips and show you all this shit, because people still didn't break it down what kind of shit Tyson Fury does when he's in there. He's a big fighter and he's a dirty fighter. That's why why you think he's worried about, why would you worry about, instead of being in the best shape and looking at, being in the best shape you could be, where you can be fast and strong, why would you want to be as heavy as possible? Come on, man, think about it. If you're so skillful, why would you want to be as big as you can be instead of being in shape? Stop playing with me, man. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win against Eagle. But I don't really argue. But I just go back and forth. I let you guys have your side. I have my side. But think about it. Why would you want to come in big? Have you ever thought about that? Why would you want to come in bigger? Instead of coming in fast. Just like AJ. Why would AJ want to come in big? Why are you coming in big? There's something wrong. There's something mentally that you're thinking about. If you want to come in big, I'm going to come in heavy. Why you want to come in heavy? You're not an offensive lineman. Okay, how did Floyd, give me what did Floyd take? Floyd didn't come up from as low as weight as Pacquiao did. He didn't just blow up. As soon as Floyd talked about testing, Manny Pacquiao disappeared, right? For a long time. He disappeared until he can get unhooked from all that shit he was taking. And then he actually admitted that he was taking shit. Oh, did you say to use this? Yeah, exactly. So Derek understands exactly what I'm saying. Derek said the reason you're going to come in heavier is to use your size and weight. How did Floyd cheat? That's what I'm trying to find out, Derek. Ryan on some bullshit right now. He a mod, though. I should unmod him so we can time his ass out a little bit, and then mod him back up. Don't come in and start no shit with us, man. We'll jump on you, brother. Because anybody at Eagles Web can get it, even Eagle. I'll take mine too. I take my lumps. But Derek's right. Derek is reading exactly what I was saying. Is to use his size and weight. It's not the weight does not a skilled advantage for weight in your line. I mean, you need that if you're a lineman, you playing football, or you need to have a certain size for something else. And boxing size is not going to help you when you're a heavyweight. I'm going to come in heavy. Why would you even say you're going to come in heavier? Why would you say that you're gaining 15, 20 pounds? Why? It's either to stand up to the guy because he's just too heavy for you, too heavy-handed, or it's for you to use some kind of advantage. So stop it. It's to use size and weight. Because you should be coming in, because the fighters of the past used to talk about this, even like Ali, like this. I want to come in like around 215, 212. He wanted to come in at a low 200. He didn't want to come in at like 230, 240. Even George Foreman used to fight at like 230, which is big. He didn't want to come. George Foreman didn't blow up until he got older. He was just bigger. But he wasn't coming in at no like 275 and shit like that, because it's going to slow. Actually, if your weight advantage don't help you, then what's going to happen is going to hurt you in the long run. If you're in a fast-paced fight and you're not landing, now you're in trouble. You're going to get tired. No, that's not what the question was. He said, how did Floyd cheat? How did Floyd cheat? I'm going to tell you who tried to pull that Floyd cheated shit and got their ass whooped was Ortiz. He tried to say that Floyd was hitting all kinds of elbows. No, Floyd was leaning back. Floyd was leaning like this. Floyd was doing like this. He was doing the shoulder roll. He was doing like that. And so Ortiz was saying he was getting elbowed. No, we saw what you was doing. You landed good punches in that round. Over in the corner, Ortiz landed real good punches, and then he just did like that. He dipped his head and tried to headbutt Mayweather. When you talk about people who cheat, Mike Tyson cheated a little bit, yeah. But that's all. That's good to cheat and get away with cheating to a certain extent, but not to be known as a cheater. But see, that's the whole purpose in the science of boxing, is if you know what your fighter does, how the hell does your corner or your trainer not prepare you for the type of things that you're going to run into? Just like when it came to Wilder, I said, Wilder, you got to slip. You got to get out the way. Don't let him hold. Don't let him lean. Make his ass work. If Wilder fights him again, if you listening, you make this guy work. That's how you going to win. Get yourself in top shape. Come in the weight that you need to come in and make this guy work for 12 rounds. Make it. Don't tire yourself out. Make him work the whole fight. So if he gonna grab and hold, make him work the grab and hold. Don't just welcome him in. Don't put your hands out and hug her. If somebody wants to grab you, you don't put your hands out like this and hug him. Oh, come on in and grab me. No, slip. Hell no. If that's a defensive skill that you're born with. Even a baby's born with that shit. If you go to hug a baby that don't want you to hug, they know how to push you off, or they know how to slip. Like, oh hell no, they know how to do a shoulder roll out of that shit. Yeah. Even a baby knows that shit. That's not even boxing, and a baby know how to get away from yourself from a hug. Tell him, Derek, he don't want to say nothing. He's not telling us about the cheating. Come on, brother, tell us about the cheating so we can go. He's not gonna tell us, Derek. Let's get out of here, man. He ain't gonna tell us. Talking about what about Floyd? A baby's gonna get away. Like I said, a baby's gonna get away from your ass trying to grab. Get your ass out of here. Yeah. I know the Eagles dramatic sometimes, but yeah, we had to, man. We've been in here too long, man. Let's get out of here, man. This has been a long. This has been a good though. I mean, we didn't even get to cover half of the shit, but we talking about. So Derek, just remember that. So bring this up again, Derek. So we are in the realm now of replacement therapy, and it's not just boxing. We're going to use boxing for the example, but the boxing is not going to be like the rule. You know what I mean? But it's comical that I say it like that there. But am I wrong or right? That even a baby know how to slip through your ass. If kids know how to get away from your ass, they don't want you grabbing them and shit. But how you lose that shit as a fighter? Like, motherfucker, get off me. You know how to dip your shit. Like, yeah, get your ass off me. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Talk to the kid, because kids will get you to talk to the hand or whatever. No, don't be hugging me. Kids know how to. Hey, they arch their shit up or something, Derek. They pull their rib cage in and all kind. Tell me a baby that don't want you to hug them and shit. A baby knows how to drop down. How you lose that skill? Tell me a baby don't put their hand straight up and drop down if you trying to grab them. They don't want to get grabbed and twist out. And they little. And you way bigger than them and you can't grab their little ass. No, fuck that. Tell me I'm wrong. Eagle don't, I don't lead y'all astray, man. And Ryan, salute to you still though, brother. We still love you, man. Ain't nobody mad. There don't be no hate in Eagles web, man. Not when you wearing blue. We just have our opinions and stuff. We just go back and forth, brother. I know what you mean though. Yeah, Derek said, yeah, baby will show you when they don't want to be bothered. Hell yeah, put the hand up or drop down. You ever have the baby twisting and shit out your arms like, and they little? It's like how this little 20-pound baby, and you strong, and the baby then twisted out of your arms and shit. The baby's like, get your ass off me. If you don't get your hands off me, the baby done twisted all out and shit. I'm just saying. So don't think I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to, like, even when it comes to, you don't need to have a boxing skill set. If you fighting on the street, if you don't want to get entangled with somebody, you're not. Even if you don't have a boxing skill set. If you don't want somebody to grab you, they're not gonna grab you. But they seem like they lose that shit when they get in the ring. Like, oh, I don't know how to stop somebody from grabbing me. I don't know how to stop somebody from putting their weight on me. I seen one of the perfect fighters that used to not let people. Who was that didn't let people grab like that? And I'm telling you, Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier knew how to get out of shit. When you try to hug and hold, Joe Frazier knew how to shake your, like, do a shoulder like and back up like get your ass up off me. You ain't hugging. Yep, there's a lot of fighters that can drop down, and that's all you gotta do is drop down, because that's what babies do. It's not. It's like a skill set, like box. Like they gotta teach you that shit. Like they gotta teach you that shit. Drop your ass down. Huh? What? That's scary as hell, ain't it? That's scary as hell, ain't it? Derek, is it scary as hell? Let me get out of here, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Even you, Ryan O'Rourke. We'll see you, brother. You across the pond. Y'all know what it is, though. Wednesday, you know, it's nothing but blessings, baby. I'm going to catch y'all, Derek. I'm going to catch y'all, man. Y'all know. I just said Derek because that's my brother, and he finally came back. His internet's effing up on him. We got to bring up another one, man. The baby defense.